I have a secret to tell you. You stink, and it has nothing to do with your hygiene. Let's talk about it. It has nothing to do with your hygiene routine. Stay tuned to the end of this video, and I'm going to put you up on game on the reasons why you stink and how we can fix it. And if you're new to the channel, I personally like to welcome you. I'm Sonia, and I'm a nutrition coach who helps women over the age of 40 lose body fat and get in the best shape of your life. And when you get a chance, if you're looking for nutrition coaching and you're trying to lose as much body fat as you possibly can, please check out my website for a free consultation. It's www.redefinebodyalchemy.com and book your 15-minute free consultation. Anyways, let's get into this video. So, you probably wondering why I still have a smell. I have my routine, my hygiene routine on lock. I've been looking at TikTok videos, YouTube videos, and I got the 3-step care. I got double cleanse, and I'm still having odor, and I just don't know why. What's going on? So I'm here to tell you it has nothing to do with the hygiene. It has everything to do with your food. And as a nutrition coach, my job is to educate you on help and educate people on the importance of nutrition. And when it comes down to your hygiene, it's all about your nutrition. And let me explain. Here are the foods that's causing that odor. It is eating foods such as garlic, onions. These foods, once they digest in your system, it produces a sulfur, and that sulfur causes your body to kind of like produce more sweat, and then it detoxes through the skin, which causes it detoxes through the skin and causes the odor. Another food that causes odor is, if I'm saying this right, Confucius vegetables. I'll put it here on the screen just in case if I didn't pronounce it correctly. But basically, these vegetables, once they digest, and the vegetables I'm referring to is like cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli. These foods, once they're digested in the system, they produce sulfur as well, and that causes the body odor, especially if you don't have anything to counteract it, like alkaline, like water, to kind of like eliminate it. But anyways, I'll talk about that a little bit more later. The third thing on my list is red meat. Once red meat is digested in your system, basically it'll start producing amino acids, which change your changes your chemical composition of your body, of your smell. So it kind of throws your smell off. In other words, they did a study where women smelled the man that ate red meat, and then the other men that smelled that did not eat meat at all, and how the men that did not eat meat smelled better than the red meat. So I don't know if that is really relevant, but I threw it in there just to give you an example of how it can change your body chemistry if you're not careful. The number four, that was I think third. The number 4 thing is eggs. Eggs also produce the sulfur in your body. So once you start digesting and you're eating too much of it, it will cause you to have a smell as well. The last and my favorite is sugar. Sugar is, especially if you eat overabundance of sugar, it has a way of basically growing the bad bacteria in your body and eliminate the good. So when you have bad bacteria, it causes all types of issues in your body. It causes you to have bloating, diarrhea, constipation, and it changes the chemicals in your body as well. So instead of you having that good bacteria to balance out the bacteria on your skin and everything, it's causing you to have a smell. Now, there are foods that you can eat personally that will eliminate the smell. You can eat things like, well, I highly recommend you should be drinking your water, but definitely drink your water, because water would eliminate all the waste and would dilute your sweat. Because if you notice, if you drink a lot of water, if you don't drink a lot of water and you kind of are dehydrated, when you start to pee, you have that uric or that strong ammonia smell to your pee, or when you start sweating, you start having a bad odor, and it's due to the fact that you're not drinking enough water to kind of dilute your sweat in your urine. So keep that in mind of always drinking your water and staying hydrated as much as possible. You want to start eating foods like parsley, mint. These are minty foods, and it makes your body smell really good. Eating fruit, pineapple, oranges. Now, I've been hearing a lot on TikTok about pineapple and how women said that according to their partners that they smell really good downstairs. So you definitely want to eat a lot of fruits because remember it has water content and it's going to make you smell good from within. My last on the list, let me see on my list. I'm sorry, I had to get to my list. The last on my list, my favorite, probiotics. Probiotics is very essential because, like I said, remember about the bacteria. You definitely want to eat foods like kefir, kombucha, kimchi, and Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. These foods help balance out your gut bacteria, so that means that you're going to have a healthy digestion system. So that means you're going to be eliminating like you're normally supposed to, because when we have packed up boo-boo and it's impacted in our intestines, that starts to rot inside, and then we start having all these type of odor issues. So we definitely don't want to be. Another on my list, I think I got everything. Chlorophyll, my favorite. So chlorophyll is in most plants like spinach, kale, chard, all those leafy green vegetables. You will have chlorophyll, which is used for photosynthesis, based on basic science, fourth grade science. So the chlorophyll in your body helps neutralize the bacteria, and it helps you smell good. And I'm pretty sure people on TikTok have probably put you up on game, but if not, I'm gonna put you up on game. So you definitely want to drink your chlorophyll, put it in your water, and drink it as much as you possibly can so it can start cleaning the outside. Because remember, it's not necessarily sweat that makes you smell, it's the bacteria on your skin and vagina. So if there's an imbalance in bacteria, especially in the vagina area, your underarms, on your skin, you're going to have an odor. And this is the reason why we need to eat these healthy foods, so that the good bacteria can grow and we want to stop the bad bacteria from producing, because it's going to produce odor. So keep that in mind. And I forgot to add on alcohol. Now, my girlies out there that like to take shots and drink, keep in mind alcohol makes you stink. And I have it here where I wrote down, it says that alcohol, where I have it, alter your body chemistry. Alcohol produces acetic acid equals vinegar. So basically the same thing, the chemical compounds in vinegar is what alcohol produces in your body. And it has to basically excretes out through your skin. So that's why you see those alcohols, they kind of have that little like sour smell to them when they're alcoholic. It's because it's excretion through the skin. And I also like to add on smoking, because smoking, once it gets into your skin, it produces the odor. I don't like the smell of tobacco, to each his own, and it also makes your breath stink as well. Now, I wouldn't be me if I didn't give you some hygiene tips that might help too. But I really would love for you guys to concentrate on the food, because if you're doing your hygiene and your hygiene routine is on lock, like you got it down pack and it's a good to go, but you're still having odor, I would definitely look into the foods you're eating. And if that doesn't help, definitely get a checkup from your doctor, because you might have some type of illness. Usually with people that are diabetic, they start having like a sweet smell to them, to their body chemistry, their body odor, because their body is the body's, I don't know how to pronounce it, but basically I don't even know why I brought that in. What I'm basically trying to say is that when it comes down to people who are diabetic, it can throw their smell off. So you definitely want to get that check out from the doctor, because you could be diabetic. Anything can be going on. So these are some tips as far as the nutrition wise, if you want to look into something like that. But I would definitely see a provider if none of these tricks works. But like I said, I'm gonna give you a bonus of what I do to smell good all day. I have had a lot of compliments on my smell, and this is from a girlie that has eczema and has sensitive skin. So for those people that say they can't take a shower every day because they have eczema, they full of shit, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you have eczema, the first thing you want to do is you want to shower in warm to cold water. Use sensitive soap. My personal favorite is Dove, because it's good for my skin, but whatever works for you. I also recommend Aveeno. They have good soap, and your Scene also has good body wash that can help as well. Once I get out the shower, it's important for me to automatically moisturize because my skin gets dry very fast. I have to put on moisturizer right away. So I use a thick cream such as Urocene to add the moisture back into my body. And that keeps me moisturized and fresh because once the skin is moisturized, it keeps the oils in. And me personally, I have body oils that I put on at that time. I put it in between my legs, behind my ear, and I put it like under my, not necessarily under my arm, but like near my elbow area. So that's some of the things I do as far as the hygiene. I make sure my clothes is clean. I do not use no loofahs. For the life of me, I cannot stand loofahs. And the reason why is it carries a lot of bacteria, and you constantly have to wash those, and you should be washing them every day. And I prefer white towels because it gets into the nicks and crannies, if you know what I mean. So, and that leads me to my shower routine. So me personally, this is a personal preference. Nobody has to take these tips, but I personally like to shower twice a day. And when I shower, it's important you take your time. Don't just go in there and do a bird bath, just hit the hot areas and then get out. You want to make sure you get everything. You clean the back of your ears, your neck, the back of your neck, your back, your underarms, underneath your crotch area, like folds and everywhere. Clean between your toes, wash your legs. You want to make sure you get everything out and be very thorough and rinse down properly because you don't want residue on your skin. You want to make sure you rinse soap residue. So make sure you take your time in showering. That's the most important thing because sometimes we tend to rush these steps and then we wonder why we have odor. And you want to make sure you're completely dry before you put on your clothes because remember when you have like wet skin and stuff, it kind of carries, well, skip that part. My point is just make sure you dry before you put on your clothes. This leads me to clean clothes. So I know this is common sense and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not mocking people that might struggle with these issues, but you want to make sure your clothes is clean. If you've been wearing the same thing 2 days, or you want to make sure you have clean underwear each day, you have clean underwear and clean clothes. And I know this is common sense and people should know that, but you'll be surprised how many people wear the same clothes that have not washed their clothes in a week or haven't washed your underwear. So make sure you're washing your clothes, have clean clothes. Now, I'm not really have a deodorant that I use. I use pretty much all of them, whichever I can afford at the time or whichever I prefer at the time. So I use different things. But lately, I don't really have to use too much deodorant because I eat these foods, and these foods help me with my inner, because I eat healthy, nutritious food, it helps eliminate smells in my body. So I don't really have like strong odors. And it's been a while since I smell myself musty. And I'm not lying. And that's because I eat healthy foods as much as I possibly can. Now, I have my days just like anybody else, but that's most important. And then I also had on my list is, I have moisturizer, white towels, and, you know, the only thing I have is just perfume. And just, oh, another thing is we want to make sure we're cleaning our mouth because we got to definitely brush in between our teeth. My oral hygiene goes like this. I use mouthwash in the beginning, like is it called pre-brush mouthwash? And I rinse out my mouth, I floss, then I brush my teeth, and then I go back with the mouthwash. I know that's kind of ridiculous and you don't have to try it, but this is what I do to keep my breath smelling fresh. It's just to do my oral hygiene in that matter. And again, everybody has their own routine, but I'm just saying what works for me. It may work for you. You can try it. But anyways, these are my tips. And again, the most important thing is you want to make sure your diet is on point so that you can start smelling fresh all day and have that, and without having to go through these unnecessary hygiene routines and not getting results. So again, make sure your food is on point. And comment down below, what is your hygiene routine? What foods are you eating right now that's helping you glow, helping you with your glow, helping you with your smell? I really would like to know what kind of hygiene products you use. I really am a bit girly into hygiene, so let me know what products that you're using that's been working. And again, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.